welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different again. We like doing things that are different around here.
We do.
So we are off to Pleasure Beach Resort in Blackpool for, now I know it's not open at the moment, so that's why it's going to be a bit of a strange video. So we're heading to the park for a behind the scenes maintenance tour of the park. I believe it's £55 per person.
It is, yes.
And you basically go to see what's going on behind the scenes of the park, get to experience various areas of maintenance, places that aren't usually seen by the public, get to ask questions, and generally see what's hiding behind the doors of Pleasure Beach. First time doing any sort of VIP event with Pleasure Beach. We've looked at all the other ones. We've got the Coast Climbs, got the Valhalla behind the scenes, which has quite a price tag on it as well. But these are all things that we've looked at but not quite got around to. This tour last year was mostly on weekdays. We've managed to find one today which is on a weekend, so we got a bit lucky on that one. But yeah, let's go to Blackpool in the close season and see what's new and what's happening. Now, full disclaimer, we didn't intend to film this video because we didn't know that you could film. The email that we were sent was said no videos, so I left the DJI at home. We got there, found that you could film, proceeded to film all those clips on my phone, hence they're a little bit shaky and not the best, and then come back, film the intro, film the outro back to back. So that's why we're on the exact same things and we're sat in the exact same place and haven't really changed at all. So yeah, we've got back from the behind the scenes tour experience, and what do you think? Let's sum it up in a few words. Try something new.
Brilliant and knowledgeable.
Definitely informative, educational, and yeah, you see a lot on that tour.
You do.
We were there for a good few hours, going around this different parts of the park. It did unfortunately rain during our experience, so you'll notice that a few shots were a little bit wet. Annoyingly, it's now super sunny outside and really nice because we're back, so of course it will be super sunny. But yeah, the tour it's really informative. We got to go through various different areas of different rides. So as you saw there, we went through various rides, went through Alice, Ghost Train, a little bit of Grand National, Steeplechase, big one, and Icon.
Yes.
I didn't forget that, I promise you. I did not forget what that one was at the end. So got to go through various parts of those rides, get some exclusive looks into places like the maintenance bays, sort of explore things that you wouldn't usually see as well. Obviously, with the dark rides, you wouldn't notice some of the details as you're on the ride, but being able to see them up close and just really take in what some of them are and looking at them.
Really cool.
It's really cool to see. But that isn't everything we saw.
No, it's not.
We also, there was a few things we couldn't film as part of the experience, but we did go into the sort of Stageworks building, which is sort of behind, next to part of Valhalla. It's all kind of weirdly connected building. So as part of that one, we went in there, got to see some of the archive costumes, costume area where they make the outfits, AV, stuff like that. And yeah, you would be surprised how many costumes they've got in there. There's so many outfits. They're absolutely beautiful to see up close as well.
Like so many feathers.
So many feathers. If you like feathers, then it's a really good place to go. There's a lot of feathers in there. And again, the guy showing us around that area was so knowledgeable about everything in there.
Yeah.
Really talented team that I've got who work in that building alone. And yeah, it's crazy. One thing we did learn about Pleasure Beach is they don't throw very much away. Like, they like keeping things and repurposing a lot of things. So it was really cool to kind of see that up close and kind of really understand what that means for the park. But there's just so many things in the park which were just, yeah. That building by itself, I could have spent a whole day in just exploring everything they had.
And the rest.
So many things in there, it's so cool. There was one other section that we couldn't show you, and it's a little bit special. Well, I'll say a little bit special. It's a bit of a worst kept secret kind of thing, because as you all know, Aviktas is coming to the park later on this year, in spring, I believe.
Yep.
So Aviktas will be opening. If you are on the promenade, you can see it, and it obviously has been caught testing over the last few days by people on the promenade. But we got to see Aviktas up close in its full height glory as it is.
Yep.
And we may or may not have had a cheeky little look at it doing a test cycle from ground level next to it kind of deal. And that was, wow. What do you think of Aviktas now you've seen it up close?
It's impressive. It's got the size and it's got the reach. The arm on the thing is like flip. It go from that to almost like that. So it's slightly above its own frame. It's immense.
Its size is massive. Obviously, with it being a lap bar experience as well, it's going to be, yeah, quite the floaty airtime experience, I reckon.
Yeah.
It is intense in size. It's quite imposing. I'm curious to see how they're going to do the theming around it, because I feel like that's going to be interesting to really tie it to the area. So obviously it's next to river caves and in between the two food areas. It's going to be a really interesting location to fit it in. But it is something, and we haven't really talked about Aviktas too much on the channel or the socials at all. But yeah, when it opens, I think we will be heading down to give it a go, just because, yeah, seeing it in person, you really appreciate just how big it is. Like it's quite a big thing. And it was really cool to kind of be one of the first public groups to kind of see it testing from inside the park where we were stood.
Yeah.
But it's so massive, and I reckon it's going to be really cool when it does open.
It's going to be so impressive.
Like, yeah, that was a really cool benefit to doing the tour at this time of year. Obviously, it's literally still being commissioned at the moment, so it's still being signed off and prepared. So it's kind of cool to be able to see that and just have a bit of an extra bonus there, which is quite cool. But yeah, as far as the tour goes, it's really interesting to get to see just how certain rides and attractions entwine with each other. So we didn't know this, but Alice and Grand National are actually connected through various corridors. Obviously, the same as we know goes for Wallace and Gromit, Ghost Train, and River Caves. So there's quite a lot of stuff like that which you kind of get to really appreciate with these kind of tours. I know tours are sometimes varied, so what we saw today is what different people see different things. I think we were going to head towards Infusion, but then it started raining really badly, so that's why we ended up at Icon instead.
I think that was the better choice.
Definitely better choice. I prefer Icon to Infusion. I know there's probably someone out there in the comments who's going to say, no, Infusion's amazing, but I just find it uncomfortable, it's painful. I thought my ears were bleeding when we came off last time because it was just that rough. I'm not a fan personally. But yeah, as far as the tour goes, you know, what we experienced was really good. We got to, like, there's obviously rules and restrictions in place for your safety, but they are so good with it, you know, we just kind of got to explore at our own pace. Obviously we were watched and monitored, but explore at our own pace, just take a look around and enjoy ourselves, ask questions if we wanted to. I mean, they had a lot of facts and figures anyway, which were quite impressive.
They did, yeah.
But it's one of those where it's quite laid back and relaxed as a behind the scenes tour. But then again, most of our tours have been.
They have been, yeah. They've been really nice.
The only one that we've obviously ever had an issue with, and we mentioned it on another video, was Ghost Train at Fort Park, where we just felt quite rushed and it felt almost like we were an inconvenience to be there. But with this one, it was so laid back. You know, when we looked it up originally, I think it was about like 90 minutes. And I think we got there around 9:30 and it was like 12:30 by the time we got out, kind of thing. But we were there for a very long time.
We was.
It
was brilliant.
It was so good. Then they treated us all to a little bit of light lunch as well afterwards. So sandwiches and drinks and stuff.
Yeah. Sandwiches, drinks, crisps, all in your ticket. It's like, yes, brilliant, perfect.
Yep. And then they also gave us a little gift as well. I'll put them over there. I don't know if you want to try and
grab
grab them.
I'll grab one now.
So as part of the experience, we got a little gift. They should both be up there as well. The up second half bit. Just got to make sure we can grab. I should have really thought about getting those down first, shouldn't I? But here we go.
So, as part of it, you got a nice little postcard
Behind the scenes,
which looks really cute. And then the next part, we got a ride part.
So that is a wheel bearing. I believe he said they were from Infusion.
Yeah.
The flying machines pictures just.
It's just standard. But these ones are from Infusion.
So something a little cool there. Again, it's really cool to kind of have something like that as a little thank you for coming on the tour, a little bit of something special.
So you're taking home a little bit of the park.
A little bit of park history as you go.
Yeah, I'll get these put back into space.
Gonna pop those back up there.
Yep.
But it was a really cool experience to go and do. Obviously getting to see Aviktas as well, and just seeing the park, which is in a weirdly ghostly state when there's hardly anyone in the park because obviously it's not open full of guests. It was kind of cool to see that as well, and just generally get a little look around. So as you saw, there was a few shots of areas with like benches. There was a few shots of like walking around different areas, and it was just really cool to see. But which was your highlight? What was your favourite bit to go see?
I enjoyed going and seeing Ghost Train.
Ghost Train was so cool.
For an old ride, it's mega.
I mean, I was a big fan of, as you all know, I'm really biased to Alice in Wonderland. I love Alice in Wonderland. So being able to see Alice was really nice to me, you know. It's like I've wanted to go and have a look around there for ages. So when they said we were going in Alice, I was quite excited about that one, which was quite good. But there's so many different things. And we did get to see a few new things as well for this season. So there was a couple of new bits that we found out about. So Ghost Trains had a few new items put around the outside. One of which was quite welcome actually, because I know me and you kept looking at this one platform last year going, it's empty space and people just kept chucking rubbish up there. So they've now got something on that platform. You would have seen it on my video. It's like the gargoyle if I film that bit.
I'm pretty sure you did.
But also new for Alice and not Alice and Wallace so we got one. New for Alice and Ghost Train this year is an on-ride photo.
Mm-hmm.
So they've both got an on-ride photo point now, which will be a little something else, because I know a lot of people like to get classic photos on those rides. Well, they've never had a photo on those rides, so
No, they haven't.
to be able to get a photo on those classic rides is quite a nice addition. I believe the photo shop for those is going to be in the Alice gift shop as well, which usually has all the soft toys in it, which is a good use for that one. So I don't really see many people buying in that shop, really. So it'd be a really nice way to draw more customers into that shop as well, and not just to buy a bubble wand, because there's always bubble wands outside that one. But yeah, I mean, it was great fun.
It was great.
Minus the weather, it was a great time. But honestly, I think we could have spent hours and hours on end, even more so in that park, just looking around, seeing what there is.
Oh yeah.
You know, they've got so many different attractions and rides and things that are hidden away that I would probably spend hours in there, really. Like, obviously, they've got this site which used to be home to the roller coaster.
Grand Prix?
No. Space Invader.
Yep.
Space Invader. That building is still there. We know that it's been used for a scare maze. The last one of them, not this Journey to Hell, but a few Journey to Hells ago, they had the Lost Maze in there, which me and you experienced.
Yep.
They've got that. You know, you've got place other rides and attractions like some of the older ones. Personally, I'd love to get back in the tunnels and stuff around Goldmine and, well, Walls and Gromit now, River Caves, Old Magnolia Cafe. That entire building itself is a unit of mysteries. You know, it's used mostly for the Santa's Grotto and Journey to Hell now as Hell Tunnels. Well, I think that's now changed to another name since we did it. But those two areas, for example, are just full of secrets that I'd love to explore a bit more. So if you are listening to Pleasure Beach, maybe a tour of that building next time, maybe. I know there's obviously some Journey to Hell and Christmas stuff in there, but maybe has it like a behind-the-scenes tour, including that section could be quite cool.
That would be quite cool.
I don't know what you'd do with that one, actually, but, you know, they have other tours as well. They've got the track walks for some of the coasters.
Yep.
They've got, obviously, the Valhalla one. Now, I did think the Valhalla one was quite a hefty price tag. However, after doing this one, I feel like it would be worth a shot, you know. I know some other YouTuber content creators have made content around the Valhalla tour, so be sure to check them out to see what you think. But to be fair, based on what we've experienced today, we are actually considering it, just to see what that one's like.
I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, I mean, this one, worth the money?
Definitely worth the money.
Worth it, for sure. You might look at it and go, ooh, that seems a bit steep, but to be fair, a behind-the-scenes tour is going to cost a little bit due to all the various things that they have to put in place for it to happen. And I do think this is worth the money. Like, I'd say it's better value than the Alton Towers ones at the moment.
At
and
the moment,
Fort
yes.
Park ones that we've done. Well, actually, all the Merlin ones that we've done. Like, the Merlin ones, I think, for like, pass holder prices are anywhere between 50, 60 upwards.
Yeah.
But these ones, you know, it's one solid price for everyone to book on. And I'd say it's worth it. So if you are debating it, give it a go.
Give it a go.
But that does make me wonder, what ride would you like to go behind the scenes of at Blackpool? You know, is there a particular one that you didn't see here that you'd love to go and do? Or is there one of these that you'd love? Let us know. But for now, I think, any final thoughts?
No, I think we're good.
Sweet. Well, I think we're going to close this one off here. And we'll see you all next time. I think our next one's probably going to be Opening Day Towers at this moment
I think
in
it's
time.
Opening Day Towers.
Might be Alton Towers Opening Day. I think so. If it is, we'll see you at Towers. If not, I don't know where we'll be next. But we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.